How's it going, everybody? This is Gene Paul Lascano, Director of Tennis at Hammock Beach. I'm hoping everybody's doing well and staying healthy. Today I wanted to give everybody a very important tip on how to elevate their tennis game, and that is how to put on an overgrip. This is a very common thing that the staff is asked to do on a very regular basis. Sometimes the players will ask us to actually take off the existing grip and put on a brand new grip. But today, we're going to talk about just putting an overgrip on top of this one. Who knows, you might find yourself at a sectional at Lake Nona, or perhaps you're at an away match and we're not there to put that overgrip on for you. So first things first, usually when you get a pack of grips like this, let me just take one out of this 3-pack. The grip's going to kind of be packaged with an adhesive tape around the actual grip. So the first thing that you want to do is take this adhesive tape and just kind of put it to the side. You're going to need that a little bit later on. When you have your actual grip, as you unravel it, you'll actually see that one side almost kind of has this like saran wrap on it, and then on the back side, it does not have this kind of very plasticky film. You want to make sure, because I've had teammates that have done this in the past, or that have not done this, you want to make sure that you remove, if I can get my fingers to do it, you want to make sure that you remove this saran wrap on the actual grip. That is there to protect the tacky side of the grip. All right? Like I said, I've had a teammate once, she did not remove this, and at the end of the match, she goes, I don't know why my grip was so slippery. It's because you didn't take this thing off of it. All right, so let me just dispose of that real quick. And now you have the tacky side of the grip and the non-tacky side of the grip. The second thing you want to note is that there's a second adhesive on the inside of the grip. You want to make sure that you use this at the base of the handle, not at the end of the grip. A lot of the times what we see is the players will put the grip on upside down, and they believe that this adhesive is meant to hold the grip at the end. You wanna use this to hold it at the beginning. This tape, which I took off earlier, you wanna use that at the end of the grip. All right, so super important. Again, these are common mistakes that we see when some of our members or players in general just wanna put the grips on themselves. So again, I'm getting this adhesive ready. If I'm not sure which side of the grip is the tacky side, this grip in particular, it even kind of says, if you can read that, Head Prestige Pro. That's just the type of grip. So I already know which is the side that I want up. All right, now, getting ready to put this sucker on. And again, I'm super meticulous about this. So usually what I'll do is I'll kind of look at the existing grip and see how it's put on there. And so I can tell just by my racket, it looks like the grip kind of started on this bevel here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is when I stick this on, I'm actually not going to stick it perfectly on the edge, if you can see that. I have it actually a little bit higher on the handle. And the reason why I like to do that is when I start wrapping this around along the base of the handle, I want that higher on purpose so that the grip can actually hold it now better in place. Okay, so because I had that kind of up here, you can see now with the overlap, it's actually going to hold that in place, and now there's no way that this grip is going to unravel as I keep playing. Okay? If you look carefully, you can actually see that the grip is already shaped. If you can kind of see that we have a straight edge here, and then it kind of gets a little bit angled. That's going to tell me when I want to start going up the grip now. Because if I just keep going across, I'll just be wrapping the bottom of the handle the whole time. So thankfully this grip kind of has that angle in there. So it kind of tells me where I can start going up. And basically what I want to do as I start going up the grip, I want to maybe leave about a third, I want to cover maybe about a third of that existing grip as I wrap it. So again, the grip is going to hold it in place as I do that. The other thing that I like to do, because again, I'm super anal and meticulous, I try to use the existing grip as my guide. So as you can see, as I wrap, I'm kind of keeping the overgrip parallel with the lines of the existing grip. All right, so that kind of gives me a nice outline. And I like to do this, you know, pretty slowly because I want to pull this grip on a little bit tight as I do it. Some grips, unfortunately, if you pull it too tight, the grip will actually thin out. It'll get a little bit thinner. With this grip in particular, I know that I can pull this fairly tight without worrying about this grip kind of thinning out. So again, I'm keeping about 1/3 to maybe 1/4 of an inch around, just overlapping. Some people can do this way faster, I know, but again, I like to make sure I do a nice thorough job and make sure it's done right, not necessarily fast. So as I get closer to the top, if for whatever reason I have any excess, so you can see here I have a little bit of excess because I've actually gone into the frame of the racket. I can either cut it, which I personally don't like to do because I like to have a nice straight edge. So normally what I'll do is, again, I'm going to use the existing grip as my guide. I can see where the tape was on the existing grip. And I like to kind of do this fold move, where I kind of fold the top of the grip down. And then that actually creates a nice straight edge for me. All right, so you can see there I have a nice straight edge. Let me do that again so that everyone can see that. I take it here, I'm holding this with my thumb, and all I want to do is at the very top, I just kind of want to fold it down a little bit. So then that now gives me a nice straight edge. If I had a little bit of excess, sometimes that will come out to maybe about here. That's definitely when I just want to use my scissor, clip that. All right, holding that in place. Have my adhesive tape. See if I can do this quickly. Yes, got that. Can I get this part out quickly? This part's usually a little bit tricky. There you go, perfect. Peeling that off. Going back to my racket, sticking it on there on the very beginning. Got it right there. I don't need to use my hands anymore. I've got it. Putting this around it on the top. And then one final thing when I get to the end. Want to give this a little bit of a twist. Want to give this a little bit of a twist to make sure it's on there. There you go. Perfect. If you have any questions, please reach out to me at tennis@hammockbeach.com. Outside of that, hope everybody's staying well and healthy, and we hope to see you on the court soon.